Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. So I wanted to make an update on the coastal redwood pine that I originally planted probably a couple months ago at this point. And especially because I'm actually going to be going home for my winter break. All these plants are going to be coming home with me, so I figured now would be a good time to check up on it. And unfortunately, I do not have good news. So as you can see, unfortunately there's nothing growing in there. I know that you see some green in there, but it's actually just like, I'm actually not entirely sure what that is, but it's those white pebbles that just turned green over time. You can see that it's pretty wet now, but I think I know what went wrong. So I first of all just wanted to start off and say this was at no fault of the actual seed starting kit. Like I mentioned in the first video, I bought one of their kits in 2019 and I have a ponderosa pine that's been growing beautifully. It's actually a really good size after just 2 years. So I'm excited to see how that one grows. But this definitely was a couple things that happened with me that were definitely on my part. But one thing I wanted to mention about these kits is you can see right here, it's probably backwards, but it says future old growth guaranteed. So you can contact them and they will send you extra seeds in case something happens to it or whatever. I haven't looked at the time frame if there's like a specific amount of time that you have to order them by, but I'm not concerned about that. And I'll see if I can maybe look into getting replacement seeds because I would love to continue growing this. But the main thing that happened was I took the seeds out of the refrigerator after they needed to go out. And I think I left them in the refrigerator for like 3 weeks or so. I took them out when I got back from my break. I put it right here and I didn't water it. And I think that was the biggest mistake that I made. It was fine being in the refrigerator for a few weeks without watering it, but I definitely would suggest for anybody that's growing these to just check on them maybe once a week and just make sure that they're not drying out. Because once you wet a seed, you can't let it dry out. Otherwise, it'll kill the seed, obviously. And that's ultimately what I did. So it was fine in the refrigerator, but once I brought it out and I put it in the grow light and it was in a less humid environment, it was warmer, I let it sit for maybe a week or two before I actually watered it, and that just let it dry out too much. And then I think I overwatered it because I was worried about it not having enough liquid, and I think that also just really didn't help. So I'm actually going to take these seeds out of this container and I want to show you guys what it's going to look like, or what it does look like right now, and just see if I can find what the seeds look like. But yeah, I just wanted to say this wasn't at fault for the company. And you know, if you decide you want to get one of these kits and you don't have success for whatever reason, then you should be able to contact them and get some extra seeds as well. Okay, so I may or may not have just knocked this over, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. So yeah, there's just like the rocks that are on the inside. So I'm going to try to take these out. And remember, I placed the seeds underneath all these rocks, so these should come out first. I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I see a seed right here. Yeah, so there's a seed that's right here. Doesn't look like it's done anything, which is unfortunate, but I think it's just because it dried out. And then if anything, it probably just rotted because I gave it way too much water and it's been wet like ever since. Yeah, all of this soil is pretty wet, but I don't see any roots or anything else. I don't remember how many seeds I actually put in here. It's probably anywhere from like 5 to 10, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything else with this. No seeds, no root. I mean, I'll probably find the other seeds, but no roots. Obviously no green growth, just the rocks that have turned green. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so in the end, was this a fail? Yes. Do all gardeners have fails? Absolutely. I can't even tell you how many things I've killed or haven't been able to grow, especially when it comes to starting seeds. That's probably the hardest thing. But I just want to show you guys, especially if you are, you know, just starting out or you want to do something like this, you're going to fail. Things like this are going to happen. And, you know, obviously you can get discouraged by it, but I can get new seeds for this. I'm really not that concerned. Thankfully, I have my ponderosa pine to look forward to, but, you know, learn from your mistakes. You know, what I learned from this is I can't let seeds dry out, obviously. And something that could really help with seeds like this, even if I don't want to use this specific thing, which actually I think this is awesome. But I have those little seed starting kits from Gardener Supply, which are really awesome for not letting seeds dry out. So I could certainly get new seeds and try growing them in those instead if I wanted to, especially because they'd keep them separate. But that's for another video. But, you know, I just wanted you guys to know an update, and I don't want to share only positive things on here. I want to show you guys that I can fail with this kind of stuff too, and that's life, you know? You gotta work with it. So anyways, yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. For those of you that like to follow along what I do, I am done with my semester. I'm going to be leaving in a couple days, probably the same day that this video posts, if not the day before. And I've got some fun winter stuff coming up. So I'm excited to see what stuff I can do back at home. Some other projects that we could work on. Let me guys know if you have any suggestions, any things you want to see me do. Another thing I wanted to mention too is, if any of you are on TikTok, I actually have been starting to make some TikTok videos lately. So if you'd like to see that, I think my name on there is just Joshua's Garden or Joshua's Garden 416. Probably should know that, but just look up one of those two. You'll see my face on there. But yeah, it's definitely a different style of videos on there, but a lot of times I'll just repost what I put on my shorts. So besides that, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for me or other things that have worked for you when it comes to not even just tree starting, but any seed starting whatsoever. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one.